Hey there, English learners. Welcome back to the English Chat Lab, your go-to place for improving your English while diving into real-life topics that actually matter.
That's right. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sophia. Today, we're talking about something that can totally transform your life: morning routines.
The secret sauce to starting your day on the right foot. You know, that magical time when you can either set yourself up for success or hit snooze and regret it later.
Exactly. Whether you're a morning person or someone who struggles to even open your eyes before noon, we've got tips and tricks to help you make the most of your mornings.
And let's be real, mornings can be tough. You're half asleep, your bed feels like the coziest place on earth, and the idea of doing anything productive seems impossible.
But here's the thing. A great morning routine doesn't have to be complicated. It's all about small, intentional habits that add up to big results over time.
So, whether you want to feel more energized, focused, or just less rushed, this episode is for you. We're breaking down everything from exercise and meditation to breakfast ideas and productivity hacks.
All right, let's start with a quick question for everyone listening. Think about your current morning routine. Do you have one? Or is it more like a mad dash to get out the door?
And if you do have a routine, is it working for you? Are you starting your day feeling refreshed and ready to tackle whatever comes your way?
Or do you wake up feeling groggy, stressed, and already behind schedule? If that's you, don't worry, we've all been there.
The good news is, it's never too late to change things up. Today, we're sharing practical tips to help you create a morning routine that actually works for you. All right, let's get into it: how to create a morning routine that sets you up for success.
All right, let's dive into Chapter 1, the power of a morning routine. Alex, why do you think morning routines are such a big deal? Like, why do people always say, how you start your day determines how the rest of it goes?
Great question, Sophia. I think it's because mornings are like a blank slate. They set the tone for everything that comes after. If you start your day feeling calm, focused, and intentional, you're way more likely to carry that energy into the rest of your day.
Totally. It's like that saying, win the morning, win the day. When you take control of your mornings, you're basically taking control of your life. But here's the thing, not all morning routines are created equal. Some people swear by waking up at a.m. and running 10 miles, while others just need 10 minutes of quiet time with their coffee.
Exactly, and that's the beauty of it. Your morning routine should be personal. It's not about copying what someone else does. It's about figuring out what works for you. The key is to be intentional. Instead of waking up and immediately scrolling through your phone or rushing out the door, you're taking a moment to set yourself up for success.
Yes, and there's actually science behind this. Studies show that having a consistent morning routine can reduce stress, improve focus, and even boost your mood. It's like giving yourself a head start before the chaos of the day kicks in.
That's so true, and it's not just about productivity, it's about self-care too. A good morning routine helps you prioritize yourself before the world starts demanding your time and energy.
Absolutely. So, whether you're a busy student, a working professional, or a stay-at-home parent, having a morning routine can make a huge difference. It's like your secret weapon for tackling whatever the day throws at you.
And the best part, you don't need hours to make it work. Even 15 to 30 minutes of intentional habits can completely transform how you feel and perform throughout the day.
Exactly. So, in the next chapters, we're going to break down some of the most popular morning habits like exercise, meditation, and eating a healthy breakfast, and share tips on how you can build a routine that fits your lifestyle.
But before we get into the specifics, let's take a moment to reflect. Sophia, what's one thing you wish you could improve about your mornings?
For me, it's definitely avoiding the snooze button. I love my sleep, but I know I feel so much better when I get up right away instead of hitting snooze 5 times. How about you, Alex?
Oh, I'm the same, but for me, it's also about avoiding my phone first thing in the morning. I have this bad habit of checking emails or social media as soon as I wake up, and it just stresses me out before I've even had breakfast.
Ugh, yes, that's such a common trap. But don't worry, we'll talk about how to break those habits and replace them with ones that actually serve you.
Perfect. So, to wrap up Chapter 1, here's the big takeaway. Morning routines are powerful because they help you start your day with intention. They're not about being perfect or doing everything at once. It's about creating small, consistent habits that add up to big results over time.
And remember, your routine doesn't have to look like anyone else's. It's all about finding what works for you and sticking with it. So stay tuned as we dive deeper into specific habits and tips in the next chapters.
Up next, we're exploring popular morning habits around the world. Trust me, you're going to love this one. See you there.
We're moving on to Chapter 2, Popular Morning Habits Around the World. Alex, I'm so excited for this one because it's fascinating to see how different cultures approach mornings. It's like a global inspiration board for building better routines.
Absolutely, Sophia. I love how every culture has its own unique way of starting the day. It's a reminder that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to mornings. So, let's take a little trip around the world and explore some of these amazing habits.
Let's start with Japan. In Japan, many people practice something called Ragio Teiso, which are short, group exercise routines done in the morning. It's like a mix of stretching and calisthenics, and it's super popular even in schools and workplaces.
That's so cool. I love how it's not just about individual wellness, but also about community. Imagine starting your day with a little group stretch. It's such a great way to wake up your body and connect with others.
Exactly. And then there's Scandinavia, where the concept of fika is huge. It's not strictly a morning habit, but many Scandinavians start their day with a cozy coffee break, often paired with pastries or bread. It's all about slowing down and enjoying the moment.
Yes, I think we could all learn something from that. Instead of rushing through our mornings, taking a few minutes to savor a cup of coffee or tea can make such a difference. It's like a mini mindfulness practice.
Totally. Now, let's head to India, where yoga and meditation are deeply rooted in the culture. Many people start their day with Surya Namaskar, or sun salutations, which are a series of yoga poses that help energize the body and calm the mind.
I've tried sun salutations before, and let me tell you, they're no joke. But they're such a great way to wake up your body and set a positive tone for the day. Plus, they don't take long, which is perfect for busy mornings.
Agreed. And then there's Italy, where breakfast is often light and sweet. Many Italians start their day with a cappuccino and a pastry, like a cornetto. It's simple but so satisfying.
I love that. It's a reminder that breakfast doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes, a little treat in the morning can make the whole day feel brighter.
Exactly. And let's not forget about Mexico, where many people start their day with a hearty breakfast, like huevos rancheros or chilaquiles. It's all about fueling up with something delicious and nutritious.
That's such a great approach. Breakfast is such an important part of the day, and it's amazing how different cultures prioritize it in their own unique ways.
Absolutely. And finally, let's talk about Denmark, where the concept of hygge is huge. Many Danes start their day by creating a cozy, peaceful atmosphere, whether it's lighting candles, enjoying a warm drink, or simply taking a moment to appreciate the quiet.
I love that. It's such a gentle, calming way to start the day. It's a reminder that mornings don't have to be rushed or stressful. They can be a time to slow down and enjoy the little things.
Exactly. So, what's the big takeaway from all these global morning habits, Alex?
I think it's that there's no right or wrong way to start your day. Whether it's group exercises in Japan, a cozy coffee break in Scandinavia, or a hearty breakfast in Mexico, the key is to find what works for you and makes you feel good.
Totally. And the best part is, you can mix and match these ideas to create your own perfect morning routine. Maybe you start with a little yoga, enjoy a quiet coffee moment, and then fuel up with a nutritious breakfast. It's all about experimenting and finding what feels right for you.
Exactly, so take some inspiration from these global habits and see how you can incorporate them into your own mornings. And remember, it's not about doing everything at once, it's about starting small and building from there.
Well said. Up next, we're diving into building your ideal morning routine. We'll share practical tips on how to create a routine that works for your lifestyle. Stay tuned. We're moving on to Chapter 3, Building Your Ideal Morning Routine. Alex, this is where we get into the nitty-gritty of creating a routine that actually works for you. No one-size-fits-all advice here, just practical, actionable tips.
Exactly, Sophia. The key to a great morning routine is making it personal. It's not about copying what some productivity guru does. It's about figuring out what makes you feel energized, focused, and ready to tackle the day.
Absolutely. So, let's start with the basics. The first step to building your ideal morning routine is to identify your goals. What do you want to get out of your mornings? Is it more energy, better focus, a sense of calm, or maybe just a little me time before the chaos begins?
That's such an important question. Your goals will shape your routine. For example, if you want more energy, you might focus on exercise or a nutritious breakfast. If you want calm, maybe meditation or journaling is the way to go.
Exactly. And once you've identified your goals, the next step is to start small. You don't need to overhaul your entire morning right away. In fact, trying to do too much at once can be overwhelming and unsustainable.
Yes, I think this is where a lot of people go wrong. They see someone on social media with this elaborate to our morning routine and think, I need to do that too. But the truth is even 10 to 15 minutes of intentional habits can make a huge difference.
Totally. So, start with 1 or 2 habits that align with your goals. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water as soon as you wake up, or doing 5 minutes of stretching, or writing down 3 things you're grateful for. Small steps lead to big changes over time.
And once those small habits become second nature, you can gradually add more. The key is to be consistent. It's better to do a 5-minute routine every day than a 30-minute routine once a week.
Yes, consistency is everything. And speaking of consistency, another important tip is to prepare the night before. Your morning routine actually starts the night before. Lay out your clothes, prep your breakfast, or write down your to-do list so you're not scrambling in the morning.
That's such a game changer. It's like giving your future self a gift. When you wake up and everything's ready to go, it's so much easier to stick to your routine.
Exactly. And another tip is to create a morning environment that supports your goals. If you want to meditate, maybe light a candle or play some calming music. If you want to exercise, lay out your workout gear the night before. Your environment can make or break your routine.
That's so true, and don't forget to be flexible. Life happens, and some mornings won't go as planned. That's okay. The goal isn't perfection. It's progress. If you miss a day or have to shorten your routine, just pick it back up the next day.
Yes. And finally, track your progress. Keep a journal or use an app to note how your routine is working for you. Are you feeling more energized? More focused? If something's not working, don't be afraid to tweak it. Your routine should evolve as you do.
That's such a great point. Your morning routine isn't set in stone. It's a living, breathing thing that can change as your needs and goals change.
Exactly. So, to wrap up Chapter 3, here's the big takeaway. Building your ideal morning routine is all about starting small, staying consistent, and being intentional. It's not about doing everything at once. It's about creating habits that work for you.
And remember, your routine doesn't have to look like anyone else's, whether it's 10 minutes or an hour. The goal is to start your day feeling good and ready to take on whatever comes your way.
Well said. Up next, we're diving into morning exercise and movement. We'll talk about the benefits of starting your day with physical activity and share some simple exercises you can try. Stay tuned. We're moving on to Chapter 4, Morning Exercise and Movement. Alex, I'm so excited for this one because, as we all know, moving your body in the morning can be a total game changer for your energy and mood.
Absolutely, Sophia. There's something magical about starting your day with a little physical activity. It's like flipping a switch that wakes up your body and mind. But I know what some people might be thinking. I'm not a morning person, or I don't have time to work out in the morning.
Yes, and that's totally valid. But here's the thing. Morning exercise doesn't have to mean running a marathon or spending an hour at the gym. Even just 5 to 10 minutes of movement can make a huge difference. It's all about finding what works for you.
Exactly, and the benefits are incredible. Studies show that morning exercise can boost your energy, improve your focus, and even enhance your mood for the rest of the day. Plus, it's a great way to kickstart your metabolism and set a positive tone for the day.
Yes, and let's not forget the mental benefits. Exercise releases endorphins, which are like your brain's natural happy chemicals. So, even if you're not a morning person, a little movement can help you feel more awake and ready to tackle the day.
That's so true, and the best part is there are so many ways to incorporate movement into your morning routine. You don't need any fancy equipment or a gym membership, just your body and a little bit of space.
Exactly. So, let's talk about some simple exercises you can try. First up, stretching. This is such an easy way to wake up your muscles and get your blood flowing. You can do things like neck rolls, shoulder stretches, or a gentle forward fold. It's perfect for easing into the day.
Yes, stretching is a great place to start, especially if you're not used to exercising in the morning. And if you want to take it up a notch, you can try yoga. There are so many beginner-friendly yoga routines online that you can do in just 10 to 15 minutes.
I love yoga for mornings. It's not just about the physical movement, it's also a chance to connect with your breath and set a calm, focused intention for the day. Plus, it's super adaptable. You can do a gentle flow or something more energizing, depending on how you feel.
Exactly, and if you're looking for something a little more intense, bodyweight exercises are a great option. Think squats, lunges, push-ups, or planks. You can do a quick circuit in just a few minutes, and it's a fantastic way to build strength and energy.
Yes, and don't forget about cardio. If you're short on time, even a 5-minute dance party in your living room can get your heart rate up and put you in a great mood. Or, if you have a bit more time, a brisk walk or jog outside is a wonderful way to start the day.
I love that idea, and if you're someone who struggles with motivation, try pairing exercise with something you enjoy. For example, listen to your favorite podcast or playlist while you move, or invite a friend to join you for a morning walk. It makes the whole experience so much more enjoyable.
Yes, and here's a pro tip. Prepare your workout gear the night before. Lay out your clothes, fill up your water bottle, and have everything ready to go. It removes one more barrier to getting started in the morning.
That's such a great idea, and remember, it's okay to start small. Even just a few minutes of movement is better than nothing. The goal is to build a habit, not to run a marathon on day one.
Exactly. And if you miss a day or don't feel like working out, that's okay too. The key is to be kind to yourself and keep going. Over time, you'll start to notice how much better you feel when you move your body in the morning.
Well said. So, to wrap up Chapter 4, here's the big takeaway. Morning exercise doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Whether it's stretching, yoga, bodyweight exercises, or a quick walk, the goal is to get your body moving and set a positive tone for the day.
And remember, the best exercise is the one you'll actually do. So, find something you enjoy and make it a part of your routine. Your body and mind will thank you.
Up next, we're diving into mindfulness and meditation. We'll talk about how to start your day with a calm, focused mind. Stay tuned.